At your service, Legate. I don't like gladiators. They tend to brag too much, but know next to nothing of actual warcraft. That being said, I get the feeling this young woman is a bit different. Competition? I'm sure she would stand a chance, but for now all my attention is directed towards your safety and the war effort. Perhaps, one day, when the war is over, that might change. You came! That much should be clear from the look on my face. But I really didn't expect you to appear here, of all places. Let me assure you the feeling is mutual. Now that the war is over, I hope we'll finally have time to get to see another side of each other. Woman, bring us a fresh jug. My lovely companion is still sober, and that's simply not acceptable. Now, what are we drinking to? Representing the particular group of people who were just mentioned, I, Caeso Quinctius Aquilinus, graciously accept this dedication in their stead. That hit the spot. Another one? I'll tell you a secret. I can always drink another one. Another! Keep it pouring! And then I said, well, what can you say in that situation? Obviously, I asked, is that really a goat? Or a sorry excuse for a tent pole? I know. You know what people say in Africa? Wine makes the soul come out of you. You're all right, my sweet. You're all right. I'm glad you came. Friendships that develop in war don't always stand the test of peacetime. More than I could count. I've walked on so many different kinds of soil, seen so many faces, and broken so many hearts. Marcellus Vipsenius is the best. Some say he's working on the recipes of the legendary Margot himself. Others say he smuggles his wine from Carthage. An amusing notion. Should I also get a wife and make a few little brats of my own? Nonsense. You're being too serious for your own good. Look at it like an adventure. Sure, life is full of pain and misery, but it's also full of beauty and wonder. You should endure the former and live for the latter. There's so much to experience still. To people like us, settling down is like death. Something you don't long for, nor expect.
Another jug, Dominie.
That will be all, Soa.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you, Domina. May we perhaps retreat to a private chamber?
I know. It's a blessing and a curse. Out with it, woman. What do you want?
I think I am with child. I do, but...
Speak freely.
You are the father of my child. Future child. Don't you remember me, Aquilinus?
What? That she does. But I've never seen this woman in my life.
You told me you would not remember me. Afterwards. And I respected that in a way, but now I need your help. Marcellus Vipsanius doesn't like his girls giving birth. He's a cruel man. I remember how kind you were to me. My child deserves better. Our child. Even if you don't want to have anything to do with me, I want our child safe and away from this shithole. Will you save me?
Indeed. Perhaps we should inform the Caesos.
Quit bothering the guests, look here. These jugs will not deliver themselves.
Help me, please.
Quickly, Sour.
The night has taken an unusual turn. I apologize. I don't, but I do tend to forget some things when I'm drunk. Still, I find it hard to believe I'd forget the mother of my own child. Maybe. Well, not entirely. Times like these, I wish Calida were here. That woman has a knack for spotting a lie. I don't know what to make of any of this. I'll have to think. Thank you, my friend. That means a lot. You go. I suddenly have much to think about. Are you all right? I can see that. You rode this beast like Neptune. I think this is a newly arrived horse from Italia. It's clearly not as well trained as we were told. Of course, your well-being is my primary concern in all this. Not purely. Come on, let's walk this creature back to the others. Looks like you took quite a beating when the horse bolted. I don't think you broke anything, but you definitely need rest. Come on, lean on me. Let me help you. You know how I like to play the hero. You'll only slow the recovery process if you keep exerting yourself. Sometimes I wonder if you have a little bit of divine blood in you. It seems no matter what the Parkai throw at us, you come out on top. I feel the same way. A part of me wants to keep you safe back at the camp and send others to do these tasks for us, but I know there are things only we can do. And you wouldn't be the person I love if you weren't out here leading from the front. I do love and admire you. You are a true heir of Lucullus in more ways than the old man could ever have imagined. You have earned my love, as he did. There's more to it, you're right. Ah, they finally caught up. Trouble sleeping? I have something that might help. Wait a moment. It's a soothing balm. The soldier's best friend. Works wonders against the bite of a sandal strap or if your back is tired from carrying your gear all day. May I? Feel better. Nagate. More than you might know, but I'm just a plebeian, a soldier, and you're my superior officer. I think I know a thing that might help you sleep more soundly. May I join you in your tent tonight? How are you, my sweet? I have to say I'm impressed by their court of heaven. The meeting they held looked like a primitive image of our Senate. Yet this new agreement we have reached worries me. If you fight the wars of others, Be certain that you stand to benefit in proportion to your sacrifices. Wasn't it? I'm glad you enjoyed the treatment. There's always more of that where it came from. I really enjoyed our night together. But I've been a little worried. You're sure this is not too inappropriate? That's exactly what I was hoping you'd say. I'll move my things. Then I'll be yours every night. For as long as you'll have me. Let's get this over with. I don't know if I should. You're the conqueror of Egypt, and I'm just a plebeian. You'll have plenty of more worthy suitors, I'm sure. Let us see how events unfold now that we're back in Rome. If you still need me in a few weeks' time, then perhaps I will move in with you. Where to even start? I served with Lucullus for the majority of my life. In a way, he turned me into the man I am today. In return, I caused his death. He would have been alive today if we hadn't delayed our departure for the sake of fixing my mistakes. Nothing but a disappointment. Lucullus didn't care for vengeance, I think. But he did value order, and we brought the peace of Rome to Egypt. He would be proud of that. But somehow I feel like I failed in that big quest that is my life. I should have been more important, more significant. Who's to say that I'm not? Lucullus certainly didn't see it coming. Probably, but not for the reasons you might think. You think I'll go there and drink myself into a torpor? Let's just say I have an outstanding debt. The kind you can't pay back with denarii. It certainly ended better than it started. It's a shame the Queen did not survive. Nevertheless, I wish we were able to save Lucullus. If only we had departed a day earlier. You're probably right. Still, it makes me wonder. There's something I need to handle now that we're back. I may call on you if I need your help, but hopefully it won't come to that.
The great Caeso Quinctius Aquilinus. Your reputation precedes you. They tell me you're here on business. So, let's discuss business. Indeed. I think I know who you're talking about. You seem to have an inexplicable soft spot for this girl. Curiously, I don't think you even know her name. I see. That sounds very important indeed. She must be quite valuable to you. This sets the price at an extremely high level. Too high for you, I'm afraid. Indeed. Your rich patrician friend, the conqueror of Africa. His vineyard has risen to quite a bit of fame over these past few years. The chance to make a competitor go bankrupt. Now, that is valuable to me. I have both money and time. Salve, Legate. I hope you have been informed as to the nature of our potential transaction. Go ahead. Oh, well, I must admit, your own wine has been improving steadily since you took control of your family's business. In fact, I'm thinking I can be persuaded to part with Lucia, the sewer in question, in exchange for, say, half your vineyards. How does that sound?
What? That is insane! It's not a fair price for anything! Surely you won't go ahead with this, Legate.
It's called negotiation. Of course you are free to make a counteroffer, but I should remind you, as the owner of the object of desire, I have the advantage in this game.
The price you demand is excessive. Demanding an overwhelmingly high price for a commodity of a certain value is illegal.
Now, if you believe the law is on your side, you can take this to the Senate. Otherwise, I have made my offer. I see. And let me guess. The easy way is I just hand over my valuable assets to you for nothing, And the hard way is what? You attacked me in my own villa?
Certainly not. That would lower us to his level. We're not criminals. You can't wash dirt using dirt.
How do you even know about my side business? You certainly wouldn't dare.
To be honest, I don't really know if he is telling the truth. But I know for sure he would dare.
Very well, take the girls. Just leave me alone. I never want to see you again.
Likewise. You didn't actually have any evidence against him, did you? You made me partner to your crime. Perhaps. I just did not anticipate this kind of heroism of myself.
Please don't be so harsh on yourselves, Dominique. You've saved my life today. And the life of my daughter.
I hope you're right, Lucia. Go pick your girl up and take her to my friend's villa.
As you wish, Dominus.
Just Caeso, please. Thank you for being here for me. Listen, we should talk about us. You and I both have a lot of responsibilities to other people. But my feelings for you are stronger than anything else in my life. Despite everything that happened here with Lucia, I want nothing more than to be with you forever. I can't tell you how good it makes me feel to hear you say those words. I will explain the situation to Lucia tonight. I believe she will understand. Another round? On me. You're right. I don't come here as often as I used to, for obvious reasons. But there's no denying the man still has the best wine in the city. It's also significantly more difficult than being a Centurio. Especially considering your soldiers are there to die on your command. That's their duty. When it comes to family, your duty is keeping them alive. That's day and night difference right there. I'll check on the kid occasionally, and make sure they want for nothing. But my heart belongs to you. You know that. One thing is for certain, though. I will not don my armor again until Vitellius Lurco is no longer consul. I would never fight for that man.
In hindsight, we should have seen it coming. He wasn't exactly hiding his intent.
It is his kind of place, all right. And this is his kind of wine.
To Dominus Lucullus.
To Lucullus, do you need me, my love? Like a fox in a trap. Until now, he has always been one move ahead of us. But now it feels like we're playing a game of his devising, and he holds all the pieces and all the dice. Honestly, I don't know how to win. I don't like gambling, especially when I'm betting lives. There's nothing to like. It's damp and cold. But at least I'm not boiling inside my armor like we were back in Africa. You know, I've been to Lutetia before. Don't be fooled by their smiling faces. The Gauls are tough people. Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss the chance. Lucia and our child are safe in your villa. And besides, no one can domesticate Caeso Quinctius Aquilinus. We are at the end now. I think we have enough evidence to get that bastard exiled forever. We will stride into the Pomerium as civilians once more, with pride in our eyes. That is not an option. We'll need to make sure everyone understands what happened. We cannot count on the facts to speak for themselves. They will certainly take some convincing. It is unfortunate that we had to kill a few Praetorians. But let's not forget the fact that they were criminals. What do you mean? Walk into Rome with swords in our hands? That would make us look like villains. Indeed, that whole mess with Lucia taught me that. So then the question is what you prefer, the truth or what's written? It's been a pleasure, genuinely. You always stood by my side, even if it was against your own interests. I will never forget that. It is a good day, my friend. I've been thinking. You've done the right thing by not crossing the Rubicon with the Legion. It's bigger than you or me. Our Republic is built on certain pillars. To remove just one such pillar might destroy our society. Callida was a bit preoccupied. She's concerned about Corvinus. You know that sneaky bastard is still unaccounted for. They won't. The Senate is a virtuous and wise institution. They'll see the truth of the matter. Cicero is probably the best advocate in the Republic, and he's the consul. But what do I know? I'm just a soldier. I hope you're right.
Or we can simply kill you and save them all. Then you will have achieved nothing here.
You wouldn't do that. You're men of law and order.
Do not let us take your vengeance away. Let us die in honor.
Believe me, I don't want to die. But I also don't want to see you dead.
Don't let him kill us like this. Whatever comes next, we will stand by your side. We will weather the storm as one.
Don't do it, my friend! If you strike him down now, you'll give him legitimate cause to kill you! We are not worth that sacrifice! They say you're not a true hero until you die.
Enough! Make your decision! What are you doing? You're giving up the high ground! This is what he wants. You'll be no better than him!
Don't listen to Cicero. The lives of your friends are worth more than your career. Let us end this.
I had a chat with Cato. He says not even Cicero can save you. Why did you do it? We were ready to die for you. Thank you.
I see no reason why we have to leave you in there. You may be waiting to be exiled, but they will never let you live. You're too dangerous. So, do you want to get out of here?
That is for us to decide.
Enough, Caeso. He made his decision. We must respect it.
Wally, my friend, I will never forget you.
Hardened by guilt and grief, Caeso left Rome. He brought Lucia and their daughter with him. Though their relationship never reached the stormy heights of his lost love, their devotion to their child drew them together, and their affection for each other grew stronger through the years.
If you must kill someone, take me. I will gladly lay down my life to save my friends.
Don't do this. You love him, and he loves you. He should not lose you. Take me instead. My time was always borrowed. I will see my sister again in the House of Song.
Ever faithful and supportive, Caeso stayed by the side of his beloved. The Centurio had always seemed destined to meet a violent end in some faraway land. But he found to his surprise that a quiet life suited him. But not so quiet as to lack drink and debauchery, of course. Lucia and their child were well taken care of, though they never played a great part in Caeso's life.
I will help you escape and accompany you until you clear the border. After that, you're on your own. My life just started to make sense in Rome. I can't miss this opportunity. Besides, Aulus needs me.
Of course I'll be by your side. I love you.
Ever faithful, Caeso followed his beloved into exile. Though he missed Rome at times, he found, like so many often do, that home is with his family, no matter where they might be. Together they settled down quickly, becoming a well-known and respected fixture of their community. Though his thirst for the company of other men or women had been well quenched, his love of drink and games was undiminished. They made many friends in their new home, and threw many parties.
What do you mean? You can't enter Rome with your legion?
No one will expect it, so we would certainly have the upper hand.
At what cost? By doing this, you would declare your mistrust in the Senate. How is this any different than what Vitellius Lurco is doing? So you think it is perfectly fine to cause pain, as long as the suffering isn't yours? Being virtuous is easy when moral actions benefit you. Everyone's good and kind when it's convenient, What reveals one's character is what you do when it's not convenient. Cross the Rubicon this way, and I can no longer stand by your side. That is unfortunate.
It seems you have reached a decision. I was worried you might say that.
A pity I placed my trust in you. What a disappointment you turned out to be.
Respect the sanctity of the Senate. Leave now or you will regret it. You know I cannot do that.
They can't do it because they have a sense of duty and honor. We've been waiting for you. I hoped you wouldn't come. Foolishly, perhaps. Don't do that. Don't use our feelings for each other as some kind of bargaining chip. You are the one who has forced that choice upon me. Leaving you was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life, but the Republic must be more important than our love. Otherwise, what do I have left? You were the best person I have ever met in my life. Strong, fierce, principled, and ambitious. Your other qualities blinded me to your ambition. Can that really be the truth? I see no way that your actions could possibly be good for Rome. Yet you speak with clear conviction. Am I missing something?
His confidence is wavering. Keep pushing him. I think he can be convinced.
The Rome you love only exists in your head. It is a story you were told when you were a child, which is stuck.
Why are you even still here, Sherdian? You had your vengeance. Has it truly consumed you so much that you have latched onto someone else's just to have a reason to keep going?
On the contrary, I have learned that forgiveness is more important than vengeance. Like Silvius, Lurko is dangerous and he must be stopped. But you have earned our forgiveness many times over.
Don't let his silver tongue talk you into abandoning your principles, Centurio. Remember who you are, what you stand for. We will defend the Republic together.
The Republic? I heard you somehow convinced Cato and Cicero to support you. Or at least to get out of your way. Perhaps there is hope for the Republic yet then. Cato has always been a good judge of character. If I'm still uncertain, perhaps I should look to him for guidance. I have been such a fool. You are the love of my life, and my place is by your side. I hope one day you'll forgive my moment of doubt.
We don't have to turn ourselves in if you're afraid of the consequences. We can simply leave.
I admire your principled stance, Domine. But do you understand the consequences? They are likely to execute you. Are you sure you want to do this? I understand.
I wish you had listened to me. Now there will always be this hole in my heart where your love once was. Yet, I know that even if I had stayed by your side until the end, things would not have turned out different.
We can simply leave. Don't do this. I'm warning you. I did not help you stop a would-be king only to replace him with another.
My debt to you is repaid. I certainly don't owe you any support if you try to overthrow the Republic. I love you more than anything else in this world, but I cannot stand by your side any longer. This is goodbye, my love.
We can simply leave.
That is still immoral, for you would be avoiding judgment. But I'd feel glad if that happens. Therefore, I am a lesser man. But I feel good about being one.
Now that their relationship had survived a potentially fatal conflict over something as momentous as the very fate of Rome, it seemed nothing could ever again cause Caeso to doubt his love. As they went forth into exile together, their bond was stronger than ever. Together they settled down quickly, becoming a well-known and respected fixture of their community. Though his thirst for the company of other men or women had been well quenched, his love of drink and games was undiminished. They made many friends in their new home, and threw many parties.